Yeah,
Okay.
Kim, how did you answer? I think Kat said, "Am I always going to be a cranky blank face?" And you thought, what?
I'd prefer not to answer.
Wow. We asked
Then my
Psychic Kim.
outlook is bleak.
So Kim joins us for your entertainment and to answer your questions, but we get to ask her questions off the air when we're inside a commercial break or
I
during
said,
a
how am I
song.
going to do on my garage sales? She said $200, but that's the first number. So we're thinking that's the first day.
I think that's the
I
total
make
profits.
$200 on Friday. That's what I'm going to go for. And then I'm going for an $800 weekend. I could probably do it.
You don't have $800 worth of crap to
Yes,
sell,
I
do
do.
you?
How do you even know? I have so much stuff. Strollers, electronics. I have 4 air purifiers alone with extra filter cartridges. I have like a ton of stuff. Brand new DVD Blu-ray player
Oh God, who doesn't want one
for
of
all
those?
the DVDs.
Those are great. How
Yeah.
could you, I can't see how you can eclipse $200 with great things like an air purifier
gonna
and a
be
Blu-ray
incredible.
player. All right, well, let's get to some more callers then. Amelia, I believe, is first this time around. Hi, Amelia. How are you?
Hi.
I'm so sorry to hear that you lost your mom. When did she pass?
She passed in December on my dad's birthday.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
so sorry.
Amelia.
I can hear it in your voice that it's still obviously fresh and painful. So, with that in mind, what would you like to ask him?
I didn't get to see her before she passed. I just want to know that she's okay.
Okay. Hang on here. Well, so she must be more of a quieter soul. Probably didn't speak out a whole lot because the ones that are more quiet, the ones that kind of sit back, it takes them a little bit longer to try and get through. The ones that are more outgoing and stuff, they normally come through a little bit faster. So, but my initial feeling was a sense of also just peace within my body. But that doesn't give you those specifics that I'm looking for. So,
Best if I put her on hold. You want to circle back?
right, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do that.
Okay.
Amelia, hang on a second. I want to make sure you get what you're hoping for out of
Yep.
this. And then let's transition real quick and see what's going on with Tiffany. Hi, Tiff. How are you?
Hey, what's up?
Now your question for Tiffany has to do with your kids and yourself. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm a single mom and I have 2 kids. And I was just wondering, do you think we're strong enough to just go forward as 3? And maybe I just mean, like me being okay being single and not adding anybody else to our family.
Well, they're saying that is ultimately your choice. There's no right or wrong in this endeavor. But
Okay.
your finances, absolutely, you have to look at and you have to pick and choose kind of what is a want versus what it's a need. But it's definitely possible for you to live in a what they call comfortable life. But here's the thing, you need to decide what is comfortable to you. If you feel like
Yeah.
you're going to put yourself under more stress, then they said you need to think about what is causing you that stress. Is it your emotional feelings or is it your outlook on finances? But
Okay, that makes
it can work out very well, but you need to decide on that.
if I watch.
There's
Yeah.
no right or wrong.
Yeah.
I feel
Okay,
like
well,
doing
thank
it
you very
yourself is going to be hard, but I feel like that's like really empowering. I watch my sister. My sister is
It is.
killing the single mom game. She's very great.
Yeah,
She's a great
I just
mom.
feel independent and yeah. So, well, thank you guys. Have a great day.
Yeah,
You're
you too,
welcome.
Tiffany. Glad that worked out for you. All right, so I got Janelle lined up yet, or we can circle back to Amelia. What do you want to do here, Kim?
Let's go to Amelia.
Okay, let's get back to Amelia. Amelia, still with us?
Yeah, I
All
am.
right. Hey, thanks for your patience. What do you got, Kim?
Okay. So now I'm starting to get a whole bunch of flowers, like all around, different types of flowers. So I see like hydrangea, but then I see there's a bigger flower that opens up too. These aren't specifically roses, but it's like I'm looking at a flower garden, and then I'm getting pulled now to like a grave site. But then I get pointed to something else. Was she cremated?
Yes.
Okay, because I see the grave site, and then I'm like getting pointed to an urn. So I'm like, Oh, okay. So she's recognizing that being passed over, but I see a whole bunch of flowers. Okay, on her urn. Okay, on the outside, what was engraved on it? She's pointing to this urn and saying engraved, engraved. So you guys must have. Did you engrave something, or are you talking about getting something engraved on there?
We're talking about having her interned at the National Cemetery for veterans. I'm not sure what's on the urn. My brother hasn't let me see it yet. But yeah, we're talking about getting just her interned, her ashes interned, so there would be an engraved plate.
Okay, yes, because that she's pointing to it, and I see like a head nod. So yes. The other thing is, you don't. Okay, even though she doesn't, I feel like she doesn't say a whole lot. Her, it's like if she says it, she means it.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
It's like she's in the background, she's watching, but yet she's not going to say anything until it actually needs to occur. She doesn't trust me. I will tell you that right now. She does not trust me.
Like she's withholding stuff from
over
you?
at me. Yep, like
you're
I don't know if
shady?
it's because of on air.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't know if it's because if it's on air or just the fact of I get pulled interference like all around. So sometimes when there's so many people listening in, all their energies can influence how the message comes through that she's
We're
trying
very
to say.
popular, Kim. Very popular.
Right. You really are. So she's
I've lost a large part of my family, so that could be they're all trying to talk at the same time. My grandparents, my mom, my dad, 4 of my uncles.
Or we're just very popular.
Let JJ have his moment here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't it seem like that? Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Yep. So she's showing me sitting down on her knee and really listening. So if she's going down her knee, I see a whole bunch of little kids. So there's whole bunch of little kids in the family. And she's saying she really listens to them a lot. Like if I'm going next to somebody's bed as they're talking to her at nighttime, she's like right there. It's like if you were that person in the middle of the night that you're like, ooh, I'm scared to call my mom, but I know I need to call my mom because I need help. She'll be right there. She won't yell at you, but she'll take you. But you're scared.
Yeah,
there's a lot here.
Oh, she'll take care of you.
She doesn't seem too shy.
The other thing, yep. So now I see a rose now coming towards you. Normally when I see that they're trying to say like, I love you. Ooh. Yeah. Was she pretty, what I would call thinner? I kind of want to feel like I got muscles all of a sudden. Like I'm a strong, oh wow. She feels fit, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like when she was younger, she feels like she was fit. Either she was lean or she had muscles. I feel like I want to go run a mile or something.
Don't.
Yeah, we traveled a lot and hiked, and we did a lot of outdoor stuff.
Okay. Yeah. She's showing me like looking up her muscles on her arms, like, Urgh.
Yeah, buddy.
Like her strength is bad.
That would be her.
Well, good. I'm glad. Hopefully this gives you a little bit of resolution, Amelia.
Yep.
It does. Thank you.
All right. Have a great morning. Thanks for calling.
Yep.
You too. Thank you.
Hey, I got time for one more real quick because I know Kim's got to go, but Kim, I got to ask you a question. So a lot of times when we get people that asked about parents that pass away or siblings or whatever, like is it most of the time come through on a serious note and then you get kind of a joking thing? Because I noticed that's kind of the cadence where you'll be like, yep, I'm getting this, but then all of a sudden you'll just have a giggle. Like, is that kind of mean like the afterlife isn't just so serious, or it's just there's still like a version of humor in another plane?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Your personality does not change. It goes right with you. So some other things they send when it thanks. Now I'm getting pulled back in.
Sorry.
So when these people are sending energy over a thought, basically, because I can't talk to you, but your third eye, your telepathy is kind of how they're sending me the information. So if they have a little bit of sarcasm or a little bit of funniness, that gets thrown in the mix of it. So also I'll feel like a little bit of a giggle or sarcasm or something that'll make me laugh, even though that's probably not what we're talking about at that moment, but it's get thrown in there.
Yeah.
Right. I just kind of noticed is like all of a sudden it would be serious, and then you'd be like, when you giggle, I kind of get caught off guard. I'm like, is she losing it right here? Is this going to be it? Is she finally going to snap? So we got time for one more real quick. Now, Janelle, I know you lost your dad as well. How long ago?
It'll be 3 years, the end of September.
So sorry. What would you like to ask him about dad?
So, oh my God, I'm going to cry already. We lost him in a pretty traumatic way. He had a heart attack in front of me and my mom, and I did CPR on him, and we lost him. And I want to know if he's okay. I feel horrible for his death, and I blame myself, and I just want to know that he's okay.
Oh, girl.
As I started tuning in, I was getting a lot of inflammation in the back of my throat.
Yep.
Normally, when I'm getting a lot of inflammation, there could be physically inflammation, but yes, okay, it was a lot of physical inflammation in his body. There was nothing that anybody could have done. He did not want to be hooked up to anything. So as much as you could have pressed harder, it wouldn't have worked. He's like, I was not going to allow you to do that. You do realize.
I know. He had he was in heart failure, and he never wanted to be hooked up to anything. He didn't want to die in a hospital, but I was being super selfish that day, and I didn't want to lose him.
Oh.
So it was hard.
Yep. He's not acknowledging your emotions right now, which I feel like he normally would have. He normally would have been the person to, like, just give you a hug and, like, that person that you would console. He would be consoling you big time.
Yep.
But here he's kind of it's like he's looking down at the situation and be like, yeah, I didn't want that. He knew where his life was going to go. He did not want that. So ultimately, he made the decision for you because you would never have been able to make that decision for him.
Oh, that's what a dad'll
So
do, huh?
he chose us out.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's awesome.
But yeah, he's totally fine. I see skipping around here.
Ooh.
Oh my God, yes.
Skipping, so I know that
he had a prosthetic leg, and he always joked when he went to heaven that he was going to have 2 good legs, and he was just going to run and be free.
Oh, my God. I have a lump in my throat.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
What a great way to cap off Psychic Kim. This is great.
All right, hang in there, Janelle.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Kim, you need a nap after something like this? I feel like I'm just sitting here listening and I'm emotionally drained.
Once again, like with her coughing, and then she takes she makes weird sounds. When you do a reading with Kim in person, it looks funky, but it is like, it gives you the chills. It gives you the answers that you want. So if you want a live psychic reading with her, it is so worth it. And it's worth it for like a loved one. Maybe you haven't had anybody pass, but you know somebody that has. What a great gift to give them. So they can contact you with Solstice, SOULSTIS on Facebook. And then you are a franchise. You'll get a new location very soon. I don't know if we can talk about it.
Yes.
But okay, in
You
Cold
totally can.
Spring. So we're going to have 3 locations, Monticello, Becker, and Cold Spring. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for coming on today.
You rule Central Minnesota, Kim.
You do. You're like taking over.
Yes.
But you knew that.
Yeah, well, all right. Hey, glad to have you part of what we do. Thank you for your time. This is always amazing. I hope you have a great long weekend, okay?
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Bye.
Recharge.